Hello everyone, it's only me, Si to Z. Well, I thought we'd do this because my table's in a bit of state of chaos from doing all my spare drills, and well, I've still got that amount to do. Oh, and I've got a big basket full of stuff which doesn't correlate to any of the colours. I started off comparing them to my Evermoment drills, and then I decided no, it'd probably be better to do it to this, which is the latest DMC chart colour sheet, which I downloaded from Lord Libidian. Granted, it's mainly for the threads, and I stopped at page 11. There were 18 pages, but I stopped at 11 because there's some of these which are variegated, and the 890s, which we don't seem to have in our one. So yeah, but that's very good. It's the brightest one that I found. It all depends on your printer, doesn't it? But I thought we'd do this. Now my grandson's done a couple. Oh, I don't know where my oh, it's in there. Now my grandson's done a couple, and I don't know whether they've been marked off or not, so we will find out. Right, oh dear, I can't remember which one it was. Right, let's have a, right, you know how we do this. We're going to go back to, we're going to find, oh, just quickly do that one. Just get me coins for today, because if I don't get them, I will forget them. Because 70 coins is worth 54p. So that's £23.53 I have got from on AliExpress to take off of certain orders. You know, it doesn't all come off on one, but it's better than now. Better than a kick in the teeth with the rusty hedgehog, as they say. Right. Now I need YouTube, and I need mine. That isn't quite right. I clicked you. Oh, that's better. And my videos, and I need this. Let's see if I've, because I started putting some in playlists, then I stopped because it was just, there were so many. Oh, there we go. So stickers for the Harry Potter are the orange ones. Oh, hey, I bet you were telling me that already. Whoop, 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 whoop. Right, so I haven't got half of all the other things, which I would have, like all the little boats. So we're going to be doing it in one boat. And oh yeah. I don't know what I can put them in. I need a tray of some sort. Oh my golly. Oh dearie, dearie, dear. Right. I should get that. I'll get him out. Him out. Him out. Right. Let's empty this little tray. Right. That is for putting the spare drills, the leftover drills in. Right, here we go. We're going to do 3. Well, we'll do one at a time, I think. So there's number 1, 6. Oh, it's that one. Right, so let's put this down, put him up there, and we will crack it open. Ooh. Now, I have to do it differently because I haven't got the separate boats, have I? I mean, I've got big boats up there, but I don't really want to get them because a lot of them are all... Now, I thought I had a pile of them, actually, over here. We are in luck. We are in Luckaroony. Look at that. I did have them after all that. Sacre bleu. Right, now where are my scissors? Well, I should have sorted this out before I started. But this is me. Come on, we know what I'm like. Let us see. Does that make any difference? Not a bit. So we'll just do it this way. Right, so we've got A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. We've got them all, haven't we? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. There we go. Right. Be careful as I do this because I used to end up sticking my skin. Trust me to pick one which has got a lot of colours. Well. So this one's H. Oh, I was gutted the other day. I had an owie on my shoulder, no, just on my side, and it was a itchy owie, and I kept thinking, what have I done there? You know, have I been bitten or anything like that? And then I realised that was where I put my patch, and I thought, oh, what's going on here? Yeah, it was where I put my patch. Stupidly, when I got the next lot of patches, I got ones which shouldn't be used directly on the skin. They should be put on a t-shirt. It's not clear. I now know, obviously, but if you're getting them for the first or second time, you don't bloody know, do you, that there's a difference? It's not that clear on the packaging. I think they need to make it a little bit more clearer. I'll have to see. I was going to get the carer to have a look and tell me what it's like. Take a photo of it for me. But one that came today was not in a good place, I don't think. She asked me what I wanted done, and then she came up with an excuse not to get it done, which wasn't right. It's not like her, so definitely something up with her. She's here again tomorrow, so tomorrow I'm going to definitely see if I can get to the bottom of it. F. Be nice just to have one, you know, they come each day. You know, I get the regulars and they come. You know, they've been to see me quite a number of times, and you would have thought they could have, you know, done a few things off their own initiative. I mean, the washing up, yeah, they do that off their own initiative, but they don't think, oh, the floor's a bit whatever, I'll give it a quick hoover. One or two do, but I don't get them anymore. They are elsewhere, which is a shame. So it's a bit of a pain in the bottinsky. Now I could keep these and do like what Sam of Kitten did, which just put stickers on, but that noise gets to me a bit. Right, so let's see. Where are we going to start? Oh dear, let's start with E. We all know that one goes there. What am I doing? F. So, what has everybody else been up to? Is it cold where you are? Do you like this kind of weather? We've got the sun out. Might have to go. I don't want to go out today. Luckily, I've got 2 pizzas in for the grandkids to come on Sunday. Got those. So there's 2, and I know there are 3 grandkids, but basically, you know, the 2 big ones get 3/4 of it, and the little one gets 2 pieces, and it's only little, you know. F. So, yeah. And we've got biscuits and things. F. Oh, get on there. F. Now these are definitely acrylic drills because they've got little dots on the bottom, you know, divots, dimples. F. Oh God. Come on, get off. Nice loud. Click, and then it doesn't happen. Yeah, doing those spare drills, oh my God, it's a bloody nightmare. I mean, because some of them are just ridiculous, and I'm just not gonna entertain that. I mean, where is it? I mean, these are my ever moments, and it's just, oh, come on, you know, be serious. Where is it? It was H3. Oh, it's that one, 993. Look at that. That's the colour that 993 is, and that's the colour it should be. Like, no. And there's some of the other ones like it as well. So I think what I'm going to do is down the side, I'm going to put do the drills, the colours that I think they're more resemble. And somehow try and write what code they were from. So I know that, oh God, it's a nightmare. But well, excuse me. All right, F. Any more Fs? Yeah. Weird how it doesn't like. I can't believe we're, you know. Where are we now? We are the 16th of January. I mean, goodness gracious. It's just ridiculous how quickly time is flying. F. F's are done. I won't put them in the thing until after, just in case one pops off. All right, H. Oh dear. Best laid plans of mice and men have already taken a sharp run up. I'm doing H. Right. So this one will be up on Sunday. Because Saturday I'll be having a day off. I'm not going to do the craft things just yet because I'm absolutely, you know, trying to, I think this channel is better with just the diamond painting. So and I will sort out the other craft one and the budgeting one at a later date, I think. But this is me, you know, ADHD, ASD, got hit. And the shiny thing is not as shiny anymore. That That is the problem. I start off things, but the majority of the times I don't finish things. So it's quite surprising that I'm not far short of 1,000 videos. Can you Adam and Eve it? Let me see. "954 videos I've done." Oh, look, there's an F. Kids are kicking out from school. H. One more H there. So this one is the Deathly Hallows. Oh, that's that one done. G. Yeah. Different shades of grey, white. But yeah, so can't wait for the nicer weather to start kicking in. Yep. I think I'm going to put away my my spare drills for a bit, to be honest, because there's only so many you can do at a time, and then your brain just starts going a bit addled. But not only that, is I've noticed that if I can't do it all in one sitting, then, you know, that's when you've got to be very careful. And I can't do this in one sitting. So I think, you know, general maintenance throughout is better than leaving it and then wait until you've got a load to do. And the reason why I say that is because what you see clearly one day isn't the same as the next day. So I'm looking at some of these drills and I'm putting them away. I did that yesterday and the day before. And then I found each time I've found another bag and I've gone to put it with them, it's like, that isn't right. And so my colour, you know, has changed again. But, you know, then I stopped and I thought, I can't be too, you know, there's me trying to do all these ones in this thing towards the Evermoan ones, and realistically I should just do them towards the these ones. So what I'm toying up with doing is I'm going to get these, cut them down, I'm going to laminate them, then I'm going to do get the colours that I think they are closest, and so I can put the colours there. It won't be the owned. I'd put the colours there, the dots there, and then there I'd put, if I changed them, so I'd put, say, a crew. Say if I found a bag and it wasn't a crew, but I'm calling it a crew, I put what colour that was on that bag there, and I think that's what I'm going to do. And yes, it is, but I can't think of, see, I'd quite like it to get down into like this format, because then I can just punch holes and I can put it in a binder, and then it'd be a lot easier. But well, have I done the G's? I think I've done the G's, and if I haven't, I'm going to come back to the E's and do the D's. Yeah, it's finding ways to do it. Yeah. See, I have to double check on some of those, because some of the stickers just don't look right. Even on here, there's a couple that have looked wrong, and I can't remember which ones they were now. I showed them in one of my things. But I should go down these and that other sheet that I got from Lord Levidian, and then I should see which ones are correct. I mean, on mine, I'm not really fussed. Not really fussed at all. This is D's, isn't it? D. There. Oh, I hate it when this starts loosening off. Right, is that all the D's? Oh look, there's some G's. I bet you were shouting at me. You missed some G's. They're right in front of you. How did you manage to miss those? Right. C. So this will be, I don't know when. Sundays, I think. Oh, get off. I think I might do a bit of my Mr. Yay. Got to find out the they're not B's, they're C's, aren't they? Got to find out where I put the drills for it. Oh, I'm so tired today. Oh my God, my dream last night had my friend in it. Actually, I had two friends in it. One friend, it was a bit unfortunate. I'd met her and I noticed that there was, she wasn't very well. And I could see this. She didn't know, and I had to tell her. And I don't think I did tell her in the end. I couldn't. And then the other friend from up here, she she was there in my dream, and so was Wang Yibo. Woohoo! Wang Yibo was there in my dream. Weird thing about Wang Yibo, he had his head down, and I remember coming into him, touching his arm, and saying, "You're right." And he was saying, "Oh yeah." And I pointed out because he had a bit of a bald spot on the back of his head, and I said, "Oh," and there was like little things coming out of it, like little, how can you put it, like little bits of where like a battery or something would go, or something you click in, and there on the thing was a little bit of tuft of hair about that big with these things which sort of stuck to the things on his head. Very bizarre. And he'd taken it off to rest him because it was giving him a headache, and I remember saying it's all right. And then in the end, I ended up making sure that all the people that suddenly spotted him would steer clear and give him just let him be, because we're in this field, sort of this like festival type field type thing, and it was, and people hadn't really noticed him, but they were beginning to, and so I was there steering people away and just saying, let him rest, just let him rest. And and that was quite weird. And I said, "Oh, sorry, if you don't mind me asking," I asked him about it. And he says, "Oh yes, stresses and something else." And when he was growing up, he was poor nutrition, poor everything, stresses, strains, and when he'd started his what's it called? What the idols over there, when they went over to the to train the bit when they were very young, And it was that and everything else that caused these issues. And it was like, oh, okay. I said, well, and he says, no, he didn't mind me asking for him. And I thought, oh, that's really nice, because most people he had minded. And so I became very protective of him. And yeah, and in the end, his entourage came. And off he went. Oh, there's the door, BRB. Yep, my tablets. Ugh. Perfect timing. All right. Yeah, so that was my dream. Lovely wangy bone. Oh, bless him. And then the other part of my dream was with my friend who's up here, and that was weird, because we were in this house and I was doing some sewing or something, or fixing things together to sew up or whatever, and she was in the kitchen. And then, which reminded me of my nan's old house in Portsmouth. Very strange. And then we went out the front door, and we were right in the busy main street, middle street of this of I don't know where, but it was manic all around us. And there was loads of people, and we had to go and try and find an item and find someone. Well, first off, we had to find someone to get the item from. And I can't tell you what item it was, because I haven't got a bloody clue. And I think I might have been just along for the ride. But it was so weird. But, oh my God, I tripped a waggy bow. And he was lovely. Didn't see Shazam though. Oh well. Maybe next time. Right, there we have it. So we'll put that to the side, and we will sort out putting them in the book after we've done another one. So all these go in here. These don't go into my big bag of drills, spare drills, because these are rounds, and rounds are a completely different animal. Rays, that's quite a nice mix, sort of very 70s style, I think. Right, now it was oranges, that's right, oranges and lemons, the smells of St. Clements. Right, here we go. Let's see which one we've got now. I'm looking away as I pick one. There we go. Oh, what are the chances? Another yellow, grey and black. Oh, God, what different colours. Oh, well, they have to be done. Can't believe that. Any chances? Chances of coming from Mars are 1,000,000 to 1, but they said, but still they come. Da, 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 from Mars. Da, 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 da. A, B, C, D. Okay, E, F. There's D, E, F, G, H, and then on to the I's. Right. Let's get slurping my tea. Oh my God, that is just right. That is just so right. I don't know. I think I might do my setup for Monday. So there'll be no video tomorrow, which I shall, because I do need a break. And let me know if you did quite like those other craft ones that I was doing, or if you think that they should be on another channel. Forget the budgeting one. The budgeting one can be on the other channel, because I have got another channel for that. There we go. Right, here we go. Another slurp of the delicious tea. That's jasmine green tea. Oh God, it's the bee's knees. It really is. Can't believe I got number 7 again. Let's do D's because they're... No. Let's do C's. Oh shoot. That one in there and good golly. I'm really doing this. I'm just picking out the colours that shouldn't be in their trays. Oh dear. Right, C's. Let's do this Juffin Badger first. Is this Ravenclaw or Hufflepuff? I can never blooming remember. Oh, Hufflepuff. Duh, it says it there. What a numpty. Well, I'm glad that they did put it there. Yeah. Oh, this is quite nice doing these small ones again. But I really want to get on to do it back to doing a bit of my Mr. Yay. That's what I want to do. So I shall hunt out that, and I shall be doing a my setup, things that I use, you know, on a regular basis and things like that. I'm still finding things from when I moved. Go figure. I've got to actually go through those donor boxes again, and I want to write on the outside of the things that I've got in there, so I know in future when I'm looking for something I don't have to go through them all. I can just go for the one which says, you know, roughly what's in there. Yeah, I've got to do some more of that latch hook, I think. And I've got, from the Little Push for Good, I've got those books still to finish off, because one I want to use for my therapy sort of reminders, the things that I found helpful and the charts and the things that I've got. And so if I start feeling a little bit in that way again, I can then bring that out and apply that sort of flow chart one to things, to other things that are blocking me. But I've definitely got through the block. I definitely think so. I mean, I can't say exactly what's been happening, because a lot of it's been behind the scenes, shall we say. You know, I know my body and my brain are processing things, but they're not telling me about it. And I know when I say that, you're probably thinking, well, how do you know then? And it's just, I know, because my mood's lifted, and I just feel as if things have clicked into place. And I don't really need to know what's been clicked into place as such, because A, I will never remember at any rate, because my memory is just crap. And sometimes you just don't need to know. It just is. And it's trusting in the process. Yes, this is my second time with IPT, and I'll tell you what, I find it really good. Because for me, it is relationships, not just relationships, as in romantic, because I don't have any of those, but it's relationships with family, relationship with thoughts, ideas, things that I do and why I do them, relationships in general, you know. So, you know, and that's very good. The first time round I got a lot from that, but I needed this part 2 at this moment in my time to add on to that. I think all therapy is useful in whichever way. I mean, I didn't quite get on with CBT. Some do, some don't. And I know that seems to be like therapy's gold standard, but no, I didn't. I mean, obviously when I was having it done, I did get something from it, but oh look, I missed a C. But I've but I didn't get, I don't think it was, I think it was at that time was right to have just had that. And for me to see, you know, well, yeah, there's that one, and how that worked for me, and, you know, and I definitely think, I mean, I've had the Gestalt. I think that was the one which I had from the women's group. And being in the now. Oh my God, that was so funny. So funny. Because every now and then, if you started looking as if you were going off into you know, another world, sort of, you know, into painful places, we got a box of tissues thrown at us. Well, I got the box of tissues thrown at me. And I appreciated that. And I said, thank you. Yeah. But, yeah, I mean, you know, I think half the time you've got to forget what the labels are you call it, you know, Gestalt therapy, CBT, therapy is therapy, you know, and it's whatever works for you, because, you know, we're all different, so no one therapy type can work, and, you know, sometimes you just need a combination. But I definitely liked, yeah. Oh, and some of it was, I was listening to, I didn't get very far. I just started listening to a bit of it, and then I thought, oh dear. And but it just made me stop and think, and it was about those with late diagnosis, autism and ADHD. Well, I've definitely got the late diagnosis autism, and I'm on the list. Hopefully it'll be this year, someone, for the, because I've been on it for 4 years now, on the list for the ADHD assessment. And it was like how saying that, you know, back in the past, you know, there was 2 men discussing it, and then they were saying, you know, how it is in women, and then they were saying that lots of people have said, you know, they shouldn't be you know, talking about women's health, you know, because they don't understand. And that bit was when I stopped and I went, oh, for God's sakes, don't say you're going to accept that nonsense, because, yeah, they may not understand, but, you know, it doesn't mean to say they can't talk about it. And actually, they do understand a lot of the time, not what it's like for us to have it, but because they're on the receiving end of it the majority of the times. And they can see it. And this one of them was a complete, you know, a high up person in the autistic diagnosis sort of world as well. And you just sort of think, oh, for God's sakes, yeah, you shouldn't think about that. You shouldn't you know, worry about that kind of thing. And then it was like, you know, how women have found it hard, and why do they find it hard, and, you know, and I was thinking, well, it's obvious really, because back in the day when we were growing up, I mean, autism of any sort, well, in my school in the 70s, mid 70s, it wasn't we didn't have that label, that terminology. It was just sort of special needs kids. And, you know, and that was that. And nobody wanted to be in the special kids group. So it was sort of, you know, you just sort of think, oh. But it's no wonder, you know. And then, mainly then, it was seen as boys. Boys had behavioural problems. And that's what it was all down to. It was behavioural, and the boys seemed to have it mostly. And I think the girls just learnt, seeing how the boys were dealt with, they thought, no. And that's masking sort of came in big time. And because it was also seen as a boy thing, mainly, girls never got sort of looked at. And there was, and then he pointed out, saying about that, you know, there's a lot of people out there who are sort of like, are now grieving for the life that they could have had if, you know, they had been helped earlier. And it's like, well, yeah, but at the same point, you know, we weren't, and there was no help, because it was back in the day. It's all very well looking back with hindsight, but, you know, and yes, we have been grieving. I think a lot of it is you're grieving for the, well, if I'd known, I would have done this differently. But there again, would I? Might have done a few more things differently, but would I have been ready to also adapt to my therapy? Because, you know, therapy at that time, there seemed to be a lot more about, but it wasn't, you know, like, well, we didn't have, you know, the majority of us didn't have autism, you know, wasn't a diagnosis of that, and definitely not in the girls. And so you didn't have autistic-centric therapy, should we say. It was just standard, bog standard therapy. So, you know, it's all very well. And I just kicked off and thought, well, I don't mind that two men are sat there chattering about it. At least someone is chattering about it. And I just couldn't believe it that some people were, you know, were just sort of saying men didn't have the right. And I thought, oh God, it's like that feminist stance. Don't get me wrong, one time I could have accepted that and understood it. But now I'm older, it's like, nah. There's being feminist and there's sort of cutting off your nose to spite your face. And I think I've just got to that point where it's like, well, it's too late now. Things were different in the past. Not good, not bad, not just different. But well, yeah, it certainly is definitely an adaptation. You've really got to learn to adapt to being. I have learned to let go a lot more since my autism diagnosis. And that was a bit of a jolt because, you know, I spent years and years and years, decades, trying to hold it together, trying to be in control where I knew, you know, I had to fight my own battles because no one would, because, you know, it's only recently that I started realising that, you know, nobody realised. You know, that. And yes, so you sort of, you know, you learn to battle up, to put on masks, so you're not, so you're trying to hide it. And also because, you know, when my son was younger, I remember getting the routine of, oh, he's all right. Well, yeah, he is all right, but he also has autism and ADHD, which means he's he processes things differently to us. So you can say, go do this, and he will look at you blankly as if to say, how do I go do this? But he doesn't know how to say he just looks at it and goes, go do this. And it's like, how do you want me to go do this? But he's not understanding that go do this is something that he needs to act on, type of thing. Or what's he going to do when he gets to wherever it is? Because by that point, he's also forgotten. But, well, you see, and because us girlies have seen all that, we ain't going through that shit. There we go. There's Hufflepuff. That's the second one done. All right. Are we going to pull another one? Yeah, let's pull another one, shall we? Let's see. Oh, now you've seen that, haven't you? I'm looking away and I'm going and I'm pulling. What are the chances are 6, 7 and 8? I keep wanting to go on. I'm going to get 10 next time. 9 or whatever. Oh, that is just... I don't believe it. What are the chances? 6, 7 and 8. And they were all shuffled up and everything else. Because they used to be in little boxes. And they'd always get a shuffle. And then they went into a bag and they got a shuffle. Oh, well. Well, last one. Oh, we've only got 3 colours. Would help, wouldn't it? I'd be there thinking, I have missing 1 colour, and have I got another colour that I don't need? Right, let us see. I'm not going to dig them out because they're all going to go in the end. Right, I'm going to do the ones that are mainly just to get them out of the way. Right. Yeah. Got to get a shot of a load of things. I think that's what I'm going to do later on. I'm going to start taking photos of lots of items that I've got, and I'm just going to put them up on eBay. I might put up some of my latch hooks because there's no way I'm going to get through that many. That is just me going off on one. You know, that's one of my autism, ADHD type, you know, things I do. And that is, you know, so it's, you know, you look at hoarders and you think, you know, they're not hoarders. A lot of them aren't hoarders as in on a separate issue. You know, they are hoarders from another as a symptom of something else. You know. That's why I never finish things. It's crazy because it's like, I hardly ever finish things. Because you get that sort of, oh, I really want to do that. And then you get everything for it. And then by the time you've got everything and everything's arrived, you've gone off that idea and you're on to the next thing. And then what do? You've got all the stuff, so they just sit in boxes unopened. That's why you see a lot of orders who've got bought stuff still in bags, still unopened, you know, still with tags on. And then you can't bear to let it go because you're there thinking, well, I might need that. I might not need it now, but I could need that later on. And then what am I going to do? At least now I've got the stuff that I can do it if I feel like doing it. But that also doesn't help. Ay. I'm pleased. I've got my eating, I think, under some kind of good habit at the minute. I get my breakfast. Carers come in, they give me breakfast, which sets me up for the day, which is good, because otherwise I probably, well, how I used to do would be when I woke up, you know, I'd either have breakfast when I got up, or it'd be there was never any sort of roughly set time for it, whereas now I get a rough set time, you know. It's not too early. They come around about between 10:30 and 11, and yeah, and so and then they go again sort of around about 11:15, 20 past, and so I know I have my breakfast in that time, and then about what time? Yeah, 2ish. I suppose I had it at 1ish today. I had my lunch, which actually I had a little bit more of a lunch than I would usually have. So today I had bacon, eggs, mushrooms, and I think some spinach. Did I put it on? I don't know whether I actually had the spinach or not. I know I put it out. Probably still out on the side. But anyway, that's what I have for lunch. So that will hold me off till, you know, 5ish, 5:30. And then I usually get my main course of the day, my main meal of the day. But because I had quite a bit more at lunchtime, I will, I might just have a snack sort of later on, you know. Yeah, I've got some sausage rolls in the freezer that I might, oh God, get out and put in the oven and do those. You know, because I don't particularly want anything. And since I've stopped getting crisps, I mean, I went around the supermarket the other day and I went into Sainsbury's, and Sainsbury's is where they have the beef potato sticks, which is my biggest downfall. And I can eat the ready sorted, but I've been making sure I don't get them. The only crisp sort of type thing that I got was some of those like mini cheddars, gluten-free mini cheddars. I just got one pack because they're like £1. So and because I haven't had that, I haven't been eating them, I've been pretty good. It's really curbed me now. I had that odd bit where I went up and down with my blood sugars and those funny turns and everything else, but that seems to have evened off a bit now. And I have fruit, so I'm quite pleased. I'm hoping it lasts, but because I'm now in a house with kitchen, you know, things that I've been cooking have been like casseroles, I pulled out the pork loin steaks. Stupid, I didn't, when I put them in the freezer, I didn't put them in packs of 2 because there's 4. I should have put them in packs of 2, but so they're in packs of 4. So I should probably, and they're only little, about that big. And I usually have 2 of those. So. But so I think what I might do is I might use the others and put it in like a casserole type thing. Pork, and I haven't got any bacon, have I? Well, I'm pleased because yeah, when I went shopping, I didn't spend so much. Well, I spent £30 worth, I think. I missed getting my eggs, and I missed out on getting my kitchen roll and my shampoo. because I couldn't find the shampoo that I wanted. And then I thought, well, I'm going to have to go into town for that properly. And I knew I didn't have enough oomph in my beast. As it was, I only had enough. I only just got home. Yeah, so yeah, I've got a little bit left over, which means come Sunday when I do my budgeting, because I've still got loads of food in, when I come to my budgeting, I've got about 10, 12, no, 14 or 15, something like that, I think, quid left, which can then go into my sinking funds. So that can go to my glasses fund, because I'm definitely going to have to get some. Yeah, and I want to get the thin and crispy ones, because I don't like these very thick ones. I call them thin and crispy. Makes it sound like a pizza, doesn't it? Usually I get my glasses, the last 2 times I got my glasses for free, I think it was, because I used the frame that I had before. But these frames are so knackered now that I can't reuse them. And then I got the special deal of the varifocals on. And then I think I got my my reactor lights free. Or they might have cost me 12 quid or something like that. Maybe I did pay last time. I didn't the time before. Yeah. I think that was it, because varifocals came with the glasses last time before, and then I got the reactor light special offer. I think it's one of those. I mean, when you go to Specsavers for glasses, I liken it to going to, as what we used to have, Welcome Car Finance for getting a car. Oh my God, because they go away, they come back, they confuse you with all the prices. They say, right, okay, we've set it out. You just think you're settling. They said, hold on a minute, I'm just going to go and talk to my boss. Then they come back and say, oh, I think we've got a better deal for you, and it's this, and you're there going, and by the time you've finished, you've managed to sign up for something which you thought was X amount, but actually, a matter of fact, was more, as well as you've signed up for all the extras. And that is similar to going to Specsavers. So that's why I put it off. I'm over a year. Well, I'm coming up for the 2nd year. Oh well. I definitely know I need some new glasses though. Definitely. But I want to have a nice style this time. I want to go back to the sort of the oblong-y, but because these ones are so thick because of my cataract, it's just I couldn't, and at the time I couldn't afford to pay, because even with my vouchers, I think at one point I paid about 170 quid for a pair of glasses. And you just sort of think, God, with all the freebies, that's ridiculous. Yeah. Right, nearly done this one, haven't we? Just quickly do those C's that I've missed. B, even that I missed. Was it just one? I thought it was 2. Oh well. So weird, there's so little in, because they're rounds. It's like, oh. is hurting. Crazy, I'm definitely using different muscles because it used to be my right side that would really hurt me, but now it seems to have swapped over mainly to my left side. It's horrible. It feels like, sometimes it feels like the insides are sticking to the outsides on the inside, if you know what I mean. And it's like that gentle pulling and stuff. Well, oh, Monday. Must remember Monday, 11:45. I've got a telephone appointment with the guy, the physio, who's going to have to re-refer me. Mind you, my hip is not as bad as it was back then, so I don't know, which is very good. I mean, it still hurts and getting up from stiff, but I don't know. Makes you wonder what, you know, maybe the first diagnosis was right. I don't know. I definitely think they should have put me in for a scan on it. Yeah, I can't believe I missed that bloody appointment because he sent the letter to the wrong place. I spoke to the doctor's surgery and they said, oh, that's strange. And I said, well, yeah. I said, because it wasn't my fault. I would have attended if I had the blooming thing. I knew they were going to send me an appointment because they said it would be in my local hospital, so I didn't have to get patient transport or anything like that. So that I said was good, but I didn't know when because it was down to the radiographer who was going to be setting it up because it was a injection into my hip bone itself, and it had to be done under radiography, ultrasound or whatever it is. I can't remember exactly, but well, hey ho. Right, we have done those, so let us try and find what have I done with the book. I nearly couldn't find it then. Right, oh, I got this, haven't I? Right, so let us get a book. I've got a book. Let's get the pen. Oh, well, it's pretty easy, isn't it? 6, 7 and 8 I've got. Six, 7 and 8. These sheets are available on my eBay store. I mean, I haven't got a shop or store. I'm on my eBay account. Links will be below. God, that stinks. Whew. Right, so let's now get them in. Right, here we go. So we've got 8. Oh, that one's gone down before I've even... 6. There we go. And 7. Oh, should have been over a bit more, but never mind. And there we go. You know me, I've got to take these bits off and could reuse these again for going over certain things. But I don't. Oh. Got some cover sheets if you wanted. I mean, look at all that you can use for other things. Covering on other pieces, you know, crafts. Right, So on that, if you've got to this far on the thing, then please can you put a, is there a frog? Is there a frog emoji? Yeah, if you can find a frog emoji, that would be great. And put that in the comments. I can't believe that. 6, 7 or 8. So let's have a quick check through this to see which ones. I know my grandson, he was starting to do, he's done one and he stuck it in the book. And then he started another one, and that is there, which I think is a Dobby. Yeah, he's doing a Dobby. Right. And Dobby is a 56. So let's get that pen and we'll quickly scribble in a 56 because we know that's nearly done. Okay, now we want to go through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we haven't done those. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Then we've got 17, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26 and 27. Then 30, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 49, 50, 51, 52. Oh, is that him? Maybe he has scribbled it in. 50, 52. Or was that me? Oh, bloody hair stuck in behind it. I think that was me that did that one actually. 53. 50, it might be him. 55, but I don't know. 55. 56, that's the one he's doing. 57, 58, 59. 62, 64 and 65. Ah, 66. He did Draco. That does ring a bell. I don't think he did any more, but I'm not sure. Let's just see. God, that stinks. 68, 70, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76. 78's gone as well. He did a few more than I thought he had. He did well. He's done very well, hasn't he? Look at that, bang on. And he's placed it very neatly as well. God, what a kid. Look at that. Really good. 80. Why is 81 marked as if it's been done? 81. Oh, it's there. I haven't done it. Maybe I've done the wrong one. 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 87, 89. I know it's another one I think he did. 91, 92, 94, 96, 97, 99, 100. And then the Marauders map. Right, there we go. So that is that sorted. So now I can go on. Right, I crack on. Still can't believe that. 6, 7, 8. Chances are Perhaps I should get the lottery tickets for tonight. Euro Millions. Any rate, on that note, I'm going to love you and leave you. Please like, comment, subscribe and share. And remember to put a frog. I think it was a frog, wasn't it? Was it a frog? A frog emoji in the comments. Cheers now. Anyway, tatty bye.